big box. And Sal Anthony's chicken, one of my friends, like, his family used to be tied to the mob. Like, the Italian mafia mob, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I had some friends over, and he was here. And he, like, knows the person that's involved in this, and he's a part of the Italian mafia. Paolo's in the mafia, and he's from Milan, and he's a part of our government. And then on top of that, when you go to the reviews of Sal Anthony's, there's 7 reviews. They start in 2009 when Paolo bought the Gramercy townhome. Like, I am 100% sure that he is housing Epstein people in the, like, when I took the elevator up, like I said, it only, like, went to 1 floor. I'm 100% sure that he is housing people in the files in that building. And that's why there's all those cameras everywhere. That is why they started speaking to me through the cameras. That is why they made me give Efren's clothes back. Like, this shit is so deep. I don't even know what to do. And then, okay, so with the 7 reviews, every single one of those girls is missing. And it said it was like a raw juice bar. Then there's like a pizza review. What do we know about pizza? Little girls with Epstein. And then when you call Sal Anthony's, there is a menu. And first of all, it says, this line is disconnected. Let me know if you want to find anything else in the area. That's really weird. And then if you stay on the line, it says, here are the options. Government services, and they just changed the options again today because I called again. I mean, I probably shouldn't be doing this for my safety, but, like, okay, so the first time I called, right, like, it was, you literally have to say code names. So I was, we were calling on my friend's phone, and I was giving him code names, and he said New York pizza, and then it got connected to the director of terrorism, and he's also involved in the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, also involved in that. And then when you say Palm Beach, it goes to a tax collector. I have to look up her name, but her and her husband are all over the files. I just, like, it's like Laura Donners or something. But why the fuck is there a Shell live chicken place? And then I think about the files, and I think about how they, like, folded the dead kids into, like, chickens, like the chicken position. And then I think about the box and the elevator. And then when I do the reverse image search, it goes to, and then I contacted my friend in Vermont who lives in this area. When I do the reverse image search, it goes to it's registered as an antique shop. And he confirmed it is a very wealthy family that lives there. They do not own an antique shop. And what is it called, this area? 1 second. It's called Satan's, and there's 3 of them, and it starts with, 1 second. It starts with Satan. It's called, sorry, I've been, like, going down so many rabbit holes. Like, I swear on my life that Paolo is housing people that are supposed to be dead. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's a secret elevator that goes to only 1 floor when it's a 7-story townhome. Like, okay, it's called So the address is 1792 Lake Dunmore Road in Vermont. It's a very wealthy area in Vermont, and one of my friends lives in that area. There's no antique store there. It's like... And then the other place is called... It's right next to the river, which goes into the ocean, and it's called Satan's Kingdom. What on earth is going on? Satan's Kingdom? And then there's also another Satan Kingdom ranch that my friend found, which is in the middle of nowhere, which is by a area where they've found a lot of bodies. And then there's another Satan's Kingdom in Connecticut. What the fuck? Like, I don't know what to do with this information. Like, what do I do?
I don't know, leave a Google review.
Who do I go to?
Satan's Kingdom, damn, that's crazy.
And then also, they're known for like, I mean, I should fuck Cash Patel. Like, I would do a way better job as the director of the FBI. And so they're known for tubing. And tell me why. What is this? In the elevator. I'm sending it to you right now. When I escaped. What is this? What the fuck? That's not normal. That is, like... It is seriously, it's all interconnected. And I don't know who to go to or what to do. What do I do?
I don't know, just part of life is just information gathering, as you put it the last time we talked,
And then also, the girls that were doing the reviews for the fake chicken place, tell me why they're all masseuses in a sex trafficking ring in Palm Springs. It's called, like, these photos are insane. And I literally, okay, this is like a text I sent to my mom. Like, this shit is crazy. I don't know what to do.
Well, my mom doesn't even have a smartphone, so I can't text her and bother her.
Like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know, get rid of your smartphone.
No, but, like, I want to get the word out. I feel like I want to start a podcast. Like, fuck it.
Well,
and
do you have an X account?
I don't think that my new attorney is going to take my case on just because, like, okay, so I'm not even supposed to say this, but fuck it. I know she's not going to take it on because I was in contact with the person's ex-wife. I mean, she reached out to me, but the only reason I talked to her was to gain intel in terms of, like, where exactly the secret elevator was. And yeah, I mean, it was Gloria Allred, like, Diddy's, like, literally the number one attorney in the entire world right now, which is crazy. But like, if you can't go, like, okay, obviously it's out of the police's jurisdiction, right? Like, and then if I call the FBI, there's usually some idiot that is like, okay, I'll take down your tip, whatever. They're not going to do anything. Like, what good is the FBI and the CIA and the police, like, What good are these people? Nobody does anything. It's crazy. Like, I'm heated.
Yeah, I mean, most justice, having had, gone through legal processes, most justice ends up being social media justice nowadays. Like lawyers and judges, they're just like parasites. So the real justice, it essentially happens in like public discourse now, like doxing and, public humiliation.
I mean, yeah, like, I keep, honestly, like, so I'm not supposed to talk about my case since I talked to Gloria. She's still, like, she said that she was going to look over all my evidence, whatever, like, and she's like, this is so confidential, don't even tell your parents you talked to me, and I'm like, oh, cool, too late. But, like, I don't give a fuck, because I know that she's, like, probably not going to take it on anyways, because she knows that I talked to Amanda, and then Amanda sent all my evidence and my photos that I sent her, because we were going to take on the same attorney. She sent it to her ex-husband, which I can't fucking believe this shit. It's ridiculous. Like, what? Like, do I need to, like, bring back, what are they called? Like, fuck. I can't think of the name right now. It's like, like the Joker and Batman. Like, what is that? What's the term of that person that, like, you know what I mean?
The protagonist versus the antagonist?
No, it's, oh my gosh, I can't think of, I'm so brain dead. I've been up and just had, like, the craziest day, but, like, oh my gosh. It's like somebody that comes out and, like, they take care of, like, crime and everything on their own. Like, what is the name of that?
You're talking about an independent agent?
No, there's, like, a specific name for it that I can't think of right now. Okay, I have to Google it because it's going to drive me nuts. Oh my gosh, I cannot. It's just bringing up, like, sovereign citizens. Like, that's not what it's called. I can't think of it. Wow, my brain is so dead right
What are you doing tomorrow? I'm playing the flute over here.
now. I have a lot of meetings.
God, I hate meetings. What a
I was
waste of
supposed to
time.
I was supposed to speak on a panel tonight, and just, like, after, like, everything with my lawyer today, I just, like, I'm very, like, in control of, like, my image and everything, and I was not going to go speak on a panel at Microsoft and IBM and about AI when I was just not 100% mentally there. Like, it just, like, it seriously took so much out of me today. Like, I couldn't say no to the, fuck, what is it called? What is it called when you take crime into your own hands? It's like what Batman did. Like, what is that called? Oh, it's a vigilante.
Vigilante.
I literally could not think of that word. Thank God I found it.
Vigilante.
I swear I'm gonna be, like, a vigilante at some point. I just, like, I don't know. I can't deal with this shit anymore.
Well, I know a lawyer here in Chicago who's like on his deathbed, and this guy definitely has like real secrets about Chicago and the mafia and corrupt judges and corrupt DUI attorneys, and I mean, he's got a whole bunch of stories. And there's some kind of book, some well-known book about like crime in Chicago, like organized crime. I can't remember. It was a family secrets trial,
No,
but
like I don't even want to like. I just like I know I'm not gonna live in Chicago for very long, so like I don't even care about Chicago. Chicago's a dumpster fire. They can take care of their own problems. But, like I want to bring down actual high level corruption. I want to bring down basically the entire administration at this point, except for Thomas Massey. Yeah, they're all corrupt. Like if someone was to ask me, and somebody did ask me, they're like, "Do you think there's a single good person in the government right now?" And I said no.
no, that's not true. I know I've met like good people in the government.
Like who?
They're generally Christians, heterosexuals, married with kids. Those are
Okay,
typically good
Trump.
people.
Okay, like Trump is a quote unquote Christian heterosexual male married with kids. Do you think he's a good person?
Mm, I've never met the guy. I heard a guy today say, "Well, I never met the guy," so couldn't say. But you know,
I mean, I can tell you right now that he's not, and I've seen him hit on his own daughter, so that's weird.
well, Ivanka is beautiful. She's so beautiful. If she wasn't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Fucking weird behavior. Like, all these
He
people
knows how
need
to
to shut the
gaslight.
fuck up and get out of the government. Like, I'm gonna do something big. And I think I told you, like, last time we spoke, I think I'm just gonna go back to Mar-a-Lago, and so I'm friends with, like, Colby Covington and then Mike Lehman, and I'm just gonna, like, contact them and be like, since I'm not a member right now, I'm gonna be like, hey, let's go to, like, so-and-so event coming up. And then I'm just gonna get up on stage and I'm gonna start spewing facts. I might get shot by the Secret Service, but like
Yeah, but you might as well just do it on the internet.
I mean, I'd rather do it in person.
Well, the
More
whole
trust.
part of this whole thing is like weaving on the internet, meaning that like when you dox somebody and you use their name, you know, and it
You
now
sound like you're Gen Zer. Dox someone.
well, what I'm saying is when you rank for like that person's name with something controversial, um, it's like a mind virus. It's like a psyop, you know. So, um, but so many lame ass there's just so many lame people out there. Like they just don't give a fuck that you know they've been socially, you know, judgment has been determined that they're a piece of shit, and everybody on the internet knows about it. So
Like I am going to bring down this entire administration. I know for a fact that JD Vance will win the next election. I just know it.
did you see the State of the
Wait,
Union?
also, we're taking over Albania next, according to a UN ambassador that I spoke with.
Did you see the State of the Union? Because Trump said that he was appointing JD Vance the taskmaster of eliminating fraud in Minneapolis and in the federal government.
That's funny.
So JD's got a special new job just for the VP. It's like JD's taking it over.
Okay, I can see this happening right now. JD will be the president. I think they're going to switch it up. I don't think Marco Rubio I don't think he's going to be the running mate. I really don't. It's going to be a woman because I know that Gavin is going to choose a woman. And I really do think it's going to be Erica Kirk. I'm not kidding you. And yeah, I don't know. And then, I mean, everything, like, okay, so, like, the Mexico shit, right? Like, that's crazy. And then...
Did you see Erica Kirk at the State of the Union today? Trump was like, and there's beautiful Erica. Say hi, Erica. And she's like...
I just, like, I just can't with her. Like,
she's been through so much. God bless Charlie Kirk. And Trump said, perhaps I should, if I could give myself the Medal of Honor, I would. You know,
well, like, the fucking medals, and, like, then, he tries to take the Nobel Peace Prize, like, from the Venezuelan person. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then with Albania, like, they're known for their natural gas and their oil, and, like, so then we're moving, I think,
and their women. And their women. Don't forget their beautiful women.
I think the end game before his term is up, or during J.D. Vance's term, because every puppet has every president has a puppet, and so it's either going to be during the beginning of J.D. Vance's term.
You mean a puppet master?
Yeah, a puppeteer. And so I think it's going to be during the beginning of J.D. Vance's term when Trump is controlling him. I think Taiwan is the end game. And that is why they're moving closer and closer and closer, because they want to make Taiwan a U.S. territory. I really, truly think that. And I just, like, and speaking with certain UN ambassadors over the last few days, like, I just know it. They didn't say it directly, but I just know it. And they want to be able to essentially show that they can take over whatever they want. And right now, it's just like a game of power. And what politician states, like, what they're doing on media? For example, like, they even admitted, they're like, oh, like, Venezuela, like, oil, the Maduro need to get out, like, and then they're like, Greenland, oil, like, no, it's not just about oil. It's about having control and having power and moving into the Eastern Hemisphere.
I want to call my friend Max and introduce him to this girl, because it would be like dinner for schmucks, you know, where
over the past
you cross two
we've been at like a standstill for like 50 years in terms of acquiring new territories,
like they play off each other
Guam,
for like
Puerto Rico,
saying
like,
more nonsense, but
all this stuff.
It's kind of late.
And then Alaska became a state, and we're just like kind of at a standstill for so long. And now Trump is power hungry, because this is why we never should have let a billionaire in the office. Like, even though I voted for him because I thought he would drain the swamp, because I thought, like, oh, like, let's get somebody out that's, like, not a career politician. But it's an even bigger problem, because billionaires get bored, and billionaires are power hungry. Like, the most power hungry in the world. Like, and yeah, he did not accept his, like, presidential salary, and he's like, oh, I don't need that. Yeah, you know why you don't need that? Because you're fucking corrupt, and you're making money elsewhere. And I really think, and then, in my personal opinion, whether it happens at the end of Trump's presidency, which I feel like it would, because he wants to take credit for everything, right? So I think we might end up, so we're also going, after Albania, we're also going to take over I heard it was pretty.
What do you think
So,
about Mexico and Scheinbaum attacking the cartels?
I mean, and it's actually, so when I was in Southwest Sales, right, like, I, I went to Mexico, like, either Puerto Vallarta or Cancun for my company rewards trip, like our President's Club every single year. And that happened the day after everybody flew out. But I always, like, had, for whatever reason, I always just, like, had, like, flight difficulties. Like, oh, sorry, your flight's been canceled. Oh, we have a mechanical issue. Oh, the left wing of the plane caught on
These
fire. Like,
chargers are not
so
going to
there's, like,
work on my
always
phone.
times where I had to stay, like,
Cuidados, amigos.
sometimes, like, an extra day. And I'm like, holy shit, like, if I was still working for that company and I was at our President's Club trip and I was stranded in Mexico during this time, oh my god, that's scary.
I've got a friend who has like hit President's Club every single year for 10 years at Abvia, or whatever it is.
It's Abby.
Abvia. She killed it literally during COVID. She was selling those rotisserie, um, things that people were dying on, the spindlers or the what do they call 'em?
Rotisserie? What?
Oh, when they intubate you, they put you on basically a big rotisserie chicken spindle as they intubate you.
That's news to me. I actually like. Sometimes I like to see what I can get away with. So like, I was interviewing with Stryker, which is like a top like medical sales company. I mean, I've interviewed in so many different industries, just like when I get bored, just to see if I can get the job offer. Like, I mean, I got a job in finance with like managing high net worth clients. I didn't accept it because I was making more money than I would have in that job. But like, I don't know. I'm like a weirdo when it comes to that. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I really do think that. So after Albania, then Kosovo, and I know this. I 100% know this for a fact. But it's not the will. It's about having. It's about putting. Because we're pulling out of NATO, right? Like, did you know that?
Well, Trump said today that he got them to go from 3%, which they weren't even paying, up to 5%, which now they're paying, and they pay their bills. He says.
No, we're pulling out of NATO. I know that. So we're pulling out of NATO, right? And then,
The United Nations is about to go bankrupt.
I don't even know if I should be saying this shit, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. So we're pulling out of NATO, and that is why we're trying to essentially. So we have a treaty deal with Greenland, right, where we can have like military bases there and like work with them. But they're trying to make Greenland like a U.S. territory, obviously, and it's not just because of the oil. That's just fucking propaganda. It's because they want to keep moving closer and closer and closer to the Eastern Hemisphere. We do have military bases, obviously. There's one in Germany. There's like one in American Samoa. There's many in the Eastern Hemisphere, but he's trying to build up the American military base presence in different countries in the Eastern Hemisphere before we pull out of NATO. It's dictatorship behavior.
Well, the thing is, are you still going to go to the spa this week and hit the gym? I mean, make the best of it, basically. I mean, I hope you're not complaining.
No, I'm just giving information.
Yeah, but all the insider information in the world, I still got to buy the admission pass to go to King Spa, to go sit in the sauna this week.
Wait, why is everybody obsessed with King Spa?
Because it's the greatest spa on the planet. It's the Disney World of spas.
I've never actually been. I always just go to the spa at Trump because they know me there and they still think I live there and they give me the resident discount.
Oh no, the King Spa. There might be one downtown now, but the one in Niles is closer to me, and that one is like amazing. They have this crystal room. It's a giant
No,
sauna.
I was actually supposed to go there. One of my friends asked me to go, but then he started like hitting on me and like being weird, and I just blocked him. I don't know.
I don't know. I want to go. I haven't gone yet this year, but like
I
definitely
have
now is the
no
month.
tolerance. I literally have no tolerance for bullshit.
Now is the month to go because it's like cold again. So I don't know. It's on my to-do list, but
Go to the Trump Tower. Say that you live in 75B and request either there's Marietta. She's like the best. I would always go to Caesar. He's like the best masseuse in my opinion. But Marietta is also great.
yeah, I'm not gonna do a massage.
Say you live in 75B and you'll be a 25 or I think they raised it to a 25% discount, but it's like honestly amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but I just want to use the sauna and stretch and like relax and not look at my cell phone for 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I just like I'm like so hyper vigilant about everything, and then so one of my friends and I we went and played golf at 5 Iron the other night, and this guy. So he walked me back to my apartment. It was with one of my guy friends, and he walked me back. He's like, okay, you're not gonna walk alone. So he walked me back, and I made eye contact with this person. He made eye contact with this certain person right when we walked out. And he was just like standing outside, walking around, like pacing. He follows me all the way back to my apartment, and I didn't want to like freak my friend out, so like I didn't say anything because like he's not like super aware of what's going on. And he literally tells me, he's like, Victoria, what the fuck was that? Like, that guy literally made extreme direct eye contact on you. Like, was like clearly waiting outside for you. And it's snowing, right? Like, and there's no one out. And he follows me all the way back. Because I walk everywhere, like exercise, whatever. Like, he follows me all the way back to my apartment. And my friend was like so freaked out. Like, I'm like starting to lose friends because of weird shit that's been happening. I don't know. It just it sucks. And
Yeah.
I'm truly like scared to go anywhere by myself.
Yeah, downtown sucks. Like you never know who's gonna just like sucker punch you in the face. You gotta walk around
It's not
downtown with
even
a
that.
battle,
It's like
buddy.
it goes so deep, and like it started getting really deep with Brad Garlinghouse, right? With Ripple, XRP.
Here we go again.
I mean, he's literally worth like 12 bill. Like he has a huge security detail, so it started with that, and then now it's Pablo Zempoli, and it's like, when will I ever be left alone? Like, I just want to build a ranch in the middle of nowhere, in the mountains. Like, then I would get bored. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I also, like, I don't have a personality to just, like, run away. Like, Follow me all you want. I don't give a like.
People are
I don't.
social creatures, you know, like most politicians are like psychopaths who are like gregarious, um, you know, like outgoing people. Um, but you know, the truth is, most of them are like somebody sent me a video of Candace Owens yesterday, like mispronunciating words, and I was like, oh my god,
Would
you know,
she mispronounce?
so many words. It's a very funny video, very very funny.
I love Candace.
She struggles to pronunciate many like words.
I love Candace, to be honest.
People love her, and she's going hard against Erica Kirk, which is like probably the
And
right thing to do.
I also love Tucker. Those are like my out of everybody that I've been around at Mar-a-Lago, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Eric Trump, Laura Trump. They're all wonderful. Everyone else can go to fucking hell.
Yeah, Laura Trump is like beautiful. Eric is like seems like a good guy.
She's absolutely wonderful. I have nothing bad to say about Laura or Eric.
Yeah,
But
they seem like amazing people. So what's going like I know the Donald Jr. and Eric like they have this like I think it went public. It's like it's a crypto company like America something. It's like got a multi-billion-dollar market cap, and they're also saying like they're gonna bring like it's time for a new. Somebody sent me a text to some kind of Liberty website, like Liberty.gov or whatever. Like they're gonna issue like the U.S. is gonna issue their own like crypto. Brought it's gonna be like
no,
a Trump
I
crypto.
told you that. It's they're all connected with Tether. So
Yeah.
we're going from the US dollar to like USD, USDC to USDT, which is a stabilized cryptocurrency, which is backed by the US dollar,
Hmm.
which also funded the fucking ballroom, the $400 million big, beautiful gold ballroom in the East Wing of the White House with a 5-story data center under it. Like, I just.
So I was.
They're gonna fucking kill me, dude. I swear. Like,
Well, nobody's gonna kill you. I mean, unless you like really think somebody's gonna kill you, and like then, if that's true, then perhaps you should be somewhat concerned. But like, are you a high value target, like worthy and worthwhile for
oh, I'm
somebody
a
to?
very high value target. Like, I literally retained Gloria Allred today. Like, do you know who that is?
Yeah, I mean, I know she's famous for all these lawsuits.
Yeah, she's the #1 attorney in the entire world right now. Like, I just. I don't know. It was honestly so surreal. Like, but, yep. I know too much because now I'm starting to speak out, and all along over the past 6 years, and even prior to that, I was just this like they just thought I was like some random blonde model, like whatever, cruising around. Like, no, I was collecting intel the entire time. Every single time I went somewhere, intel, notes app, photos, videos. I know everything. Like, I'm serious. Like, they think they play the game. I play the game harder. So sucks to be them because I'm gonna take them all down.
Who are you, Giuliani? Are you gonna do a RICO charge?
Wait, that's so funny that you just mentioned Giuliani because I also have intel on him. I have so much intel on Giuliani. So one of my friends, so he lived in the penthouse in one of my friend's buildings, right, in New York. That was the first time I ever met him. He was bringing underage girls up to his penthouse when he was still married. And then, on top of that, every single time I saw him at Mar-a-Lago, he was blackout drunk. I have so many videos of him at Mar-a-Lago that I would secretly take. I'm serious.
He live streams himself almost like every night of the week.
He is a fucking shit show. He gets blackout drunk at every single like event I've ever been to that he's at, which has probably been like 50 by now.
He's a perfect example of somebody who was bankrupted.
Blackout drunk.
He was bankrupted by the courts, for the Georgia voter slander libel, but it didn't really it didn't bankrupt him, and let alone you don't even know his like international holdings, and there's like, but he claims he's been bankrupted, but he's a 9/11 insider, like he's in it to the very end, and
no, he is a 9/11 insider along like Larry Silverstein. Like, I know last time we spoke, I told you that Larry Silverstein took out like one of the biggest insurance policies ever, and then they got all the Jewish companies out and they ended their lease. Why did all the Jewish companies and every company that was involved with Israel, why did they pull out of the World Trade Centers right after he got the insurance policy? And then 9/11 happened, and I know this for a fact, even firefighters, because I've looked into this, because I was supposed to be on I was supposed to, oh my god, I was supposed to be on United Flight 93. But we had to put my dog Hans down. So, again, burnt toast theory. I don't know, weird shit's always happened to me in my entire life. And my friend's mom, oh my god, I just it's crazy. But yeah, Larry planted the bombs multiple years prior, and it sounds like a conspiracy. It seriously sounds like I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I know it's for a fact. An actual fact. And it's crazy. And I'm not anti-Semitic, but I feel like there's radicalization in every single religion, right? I think Zionists are radicalized, very radicalized. And it's fucking weird. So Mid Beach on Miami Beach, it's a large Jewish community, and they're all Orthodox Jews. Every single place you go in where there's an elevator, there's a Jewish elevator, because they're not allowed to press the button on the elevator, so it stops at every single floor. They're not allowed to press the button on the crosswalk, so there's no buttons for the crosswalks in that area. You walk by and they're all wearing their stupid fucking weird hats and chanting every single night in these weird rooms. I just we need to get rid of radicalization in terms of weaponizing Christianity the way that I feel the Trump organization, as well as Erica Kirk, is doing with Turning Point. That is weaponizing Christianity.
I read yesterday.
People are getting radicalized.
Victoria.
And then there's also radicalized Hindus. There's also radicalized.
Victoria. I read yesterday that Epstein and Bannon were looking to fund or purchase a Christian right media type business, and so people were saying they wanted to acquire TPUSA or influence it or something. So it's just interesting how God, these Epstein files are just It's so funny. I want to just like do a podcast called like, did you see in the like somebody was telling me something yesterday about the Epstein files, and there's this one like Epstein file where this girl like is writing him a lengthy letter, and she's like complaining that he doesn't write anything, and so he writes back. He's like, busy people don't have time to write lengthy responses. I thought it
It's
was
just like
so
it's
funny.
bizarre. And then how about the Gold Dome project, which it's starting to happen, a $175 billion military project, which I'm not sure what that is.
You're talking
But
about like missile
you know what
defense.
also was called the Gold Dome? So this is Trump saying that he's putting 175 bill towards a Gold Dome project. Jeffrey Epstein's dome on Little St. James was called the Gold Dome. What the fuck?
I got a heart out in 2 minutes on this call.
What?
I'm gonna leave in like 2 minutes. I gotta go to bed. I'm like tired.
No, I know. I need to go to bed like right now. But I just like I feel like I just know way too much at this point, and I wish there was an outlet that I could go to instead of like being essentially like a vigilante. I don't fucking know what to do anymore.
Just run for mayor. Like I'm gonna go with you. We're gonna go to 69 Washington and file. They just outed Maria Pappas today as being a psychopath, and she's running for mayor. The executives at Tyler Technologies will not
Wait,
communicate
do
with
you
her
like
anymore.
actually? I seriously, I would do it at this point. Like, I know that like I had like a 13-year plan of like running for Congress and doing Senate in Arizona, and then running for either mayor or running for president. But
Yeah, the time is now because like
like
Chicago is
honestly, fuck
bankrupt.
it, fuck it. Chicago's a dumpster fire. Let's go.
Fuck it. Do whatever you want. Fuck it. Fuck it. Do whatever you want to do.
No, like for real. Like you wanna actually go?
Yeah, I'm gonna file soon, probably next week.
I could probably get some like funding secured, but
I'm gonna spend like the whole summer petitioning, and I'm gonna like set up a tent outside my house at the garden on my property, and
all right,
sell
let's go.
sell
Let's
bottled
go.
water and put up wood
But like
signs and a
all
tent, a Liberty tent.
right, let's fucking do it.
Chicago could, it's going to be such an incredible election. And like I live in the 45th ward, and there's already somebody else filed against the current alderman, and that person is trans. And people were shit posting the trans person in the comments on Facebook. And some people were so upset because they were the most like, incendiary comments against this trans person. It was so funny. And everybody's just like, now we know who all the bigots are in the community.
You know what? I've already had so many people reach out to me to ask me to run, like, so I'm down.
Yeah, you would, God, you could like really cause, a major
I'll cause the
splash.
biggest upset, biggest disruption, like, and I'm so fucking competitive that like I don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, it would be exciting to see, because once you file, um, and it gets like reported in their database, like media will like reach out to you.
Do you know who Dean Withers is?
No.
So I think he has like 17 million followers or something on TikTok. He reached out to me via email. I don't even know how the fuck he got my email. And we're talking about like certain political things. So we might do a podcast, and every single time he goes live on TikTok, he usually has at least like, I'd say usually 20 to 30,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
How fucking sick would that be? Like that's a good way to get the word out.
Yeah, I mean, it's time to do it because like Chicago is the mayor is so stupid. Like the statements he's putting out.
I did not think it could get worse than Lori Lightfoot. Brandon Johnson is worse than Larry Light. Oh, like God, not Larry Lightfoot. Lori Lightfoot. Like Brandon's fucking retarded.
Yeah, he is that a coke nose? Like, do you think his nostrils are like because he's done, a lot of cocaine, or is everybody on Ozempic? It seems like everybody's on a peptide.
I mean, I was on Ozempic, but I OD'd on Ozempic and was in the hospital, so I can't take it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Well, sweet dreams.
All right. Let me know when you actually want to go, because I will 100% seriously go with you and register.
Okay, text me your email and then I will send you the notice of candidacy that you have to submit to the Chicago Election Board.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Good night.
All right. I'll text it to you. All right. Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Which is a 5.5 increase from 2023. Write an entire saga.
What I'm talking about, so hold on. You may also know this. Last year, September, the Israeli Supreme Court ruled that the prison in which the prison world is really being kept is just abhorrent. The conditions are terrible. The people are not being fed well. This was Israeli Supreme Court.
I wasn't aware, but it doesn't surprise me.
But so I'm saying this is the highest court making a judgment. This is not me having a bias.
Ace, just 1 second. So, Steve, I put a few links down at the bottom. Most of them are Israeli media. All of them are hostage testimony. But the last link I put, which in my opinion is the important one, it's to a website called Bearing Witness.
The hostage testimonies about abuse and stuff's not that important. Okay, cool.
No, it is. But do you want to understand why? The last one is extremely important. Because Bearing Witness is a project started by Professor Levi Mordechai, an Israeli historian who was at the time teaching in Princeton. He started Bearing Witness, and Bearing Witness, the project, has two elements to it. First of all, is documenting everything that happened in October 7th, including the hostage testimonies and the abuse testimonies. The other side is bearing witness by collecting testimonies and evidence of the genocide. I suggest you take a look at that.
I shall indeed. I absolutely will. Listen, I will read everything. Despite what Amir and his very small brain think that
again, Steve, I'm showing you a website that was created by an Israeli historian. Many of the people who work on that website, which is now an entire group I know and work with and are good friends, they document everything, every testimony, whether it's October 7th or the genocide. So to me, that is why his website is so important, and that project is so important. If you want to know the real details of what happened to Israeli hostages or on October 7th, go look at the website. If you want to know about the truth about the genocide, go look at that website. When you consider that website that has been verified by multiple experts and has every possible, let's say, professional academic guidelines working for him, the way that they document and collect the testimonies and the proof, then you can talk to me about bias.
And Ross, can I ask you a question? Do you believe that some of the Hamas fighters, terrorists, whichever way you want to put it, do you believe that they abused and raped people when they invaded Israel on October the 7th?
I don't believe I know, yes.
You know they did, yes?
Yes.
So everyone, including Amir, who has said that is not true. Fuck you. Excuse me.
I agree. Fuck you. Anybody that denies atrocities, fuck you.
What's not true? What's not true, Steve? I asked you in court of law.
Literally had.
Okay. Do you understand? Do you understand how court of law works? Do you understand how court of law works?
Including you, dude.
Hold on a second. Hold on, retard. Hold on. Ace's lawyer. If there was a rape that did happen, right? UN, said that.
So are you denying it, Amir?
Hold on a second. Hold on. I would need a name, and I would need that. I need a case that's done by Israel. Hold on. I need a case. I need it because I have a lawyer here. According to the U.S. laws, we need to have the name and everything. Hold on. We need a case. Go provide case for me. Go.
No, we need
A case of what? Wait, Amir, a case of what? Steve, sit down.
He made a claim about the rape and whatnot. The UN wasn't allowed to come in and interview the victim.
Okay, hold on, Steve. Amir, let's be very clear about the UN report. First of all, we need to address the fact that 2 reports were released. One was regarding sexual violence on October 7th. A week later, another report was released by that same committee talking about IDF systemic gender-based sexual violence against Palestinians in Gaza and other territories, right? So if we want to talk about the report, we need to talk about both reports, Steve.
Correct.
Second of all, Amir, what this report does say, the bottom line is no evidence of systemic rape. However, they do very clearly say that there are at least 5 locations that they were able to identify and verify by testimonies, by videos, by pictures that had proof of extreme sexual-based violence. And nobody is going to deny that. There were no evidence.
The big question
there were no
for you.
evidence of systemic
Hold on a
rape.
second. Hold on, Ambrose. The big question for you. It was a rape party. You agree?
A what?
Do you agree? It was a rape party. Do you agree?
What do you mean a rape party?
Wow. A rape party. Do you understand? Hold on. Do you understand what happens? Hold on. No, my God, please stop. Stop coming off the mic, please. It's a rape party. Do you agree it was a rape party?
I don't know. What is a rape party?
Rave party, not rape.
Okay.
Party.
Okay. Yeah, the Novover is a rave party.
Okay. Can you please tell us what happens at the rape parties? Do people take pills and stuff? I'm not denying that the rape didn't happen. My whole problem with that is
Amir, my husband was supposed to be at that party. I've been a part of the trans community for a very long time. I've been to festivals. I know exactly what you're talking about. The rape did happen, whether they took drugs or not.
No, that's but hear me out. Hang on a second. Hear me out. I'm not saying the rape didn't happen, but the issue here is we don't have it because thanks to Netanyahu, no investigations can be done. He keeps on shutting it down. I need court cases. Where are the court cases? Why aren't the victim families or whatever they filed? They filed the 42 survivors of the Norway massacre. They filed a lawsuit against Netanyahu. But I need the. Hold on, Steve, shut your fucking mouth. I denied it because I don't have any evidence. I don't have any fucking evidence. I need a
You also don't have evidence for what happens in Israel torture camps, right? That doesn't mean.
Oh, we have testimonies. We have testimonies.
On principle, bro.
سويد
يا اخي ابن مخيم ايش تسوي؟
ابن مخيم لسه بدي اقولها ابن مخيم عن جد
اسكت يا راجل غرق المخيم ده.
I keep my word. It's just a matter of it's not gonna happen.
You know, honestly, I think the likelihood of it happening is more than it not happening.
Okay, we can see that.
To assume that Turkey is not going to have any main role mediation in diffusing the situation between Iran
That was
and the United
not the
States.
thing. That was
That is the
even
thing.
for Turkey
That is the thing. No, see, that's
now you're making it all this Turkey. Obviously, Turkey's going to show up somewhere.
All he says that
Okay,
this
so
is
now
not going to go into an all-out war. It's going to diffuse, and the main diffuser is going to be Turkey. And all it takes is a statement of Turkey taking responsibility for some sort of mediation.
Yeah,
That mediation thing,
you're gonna play on words, yeah. I guess.
You're adding on the whole mediation thing. You said these were the words that Iran will bend the knee for Turkey. Now, what does that mean to you?
there is much more context. Like, how are you going to hold to the hyperbole? Like, we're Arabs. You can't be holding to the hyperbole.
And I fell for it, obviously, right?
This is stupid. Like, I don't know.
I fell for the hyperbole.
You go for the clear, deductive statements. That's mutashabihat. You don't go to doubt.
You're a mutashabihat. I am a
How many
muhkamat.
times like, how do you read the Quran and you're not educated from the Quran?
Because I hold to muhkamat, I don't hold to mutashabihat.
No, like the Quran, when it says ayat muhkamat mutashabihat, it's just saying deduction, induction. That's all it's saying.
True. It's also saying like familiarity or some sort of pattern recognition. So
we still want to read the Quran in like the ancient era way, or the Middle Age, or the precipice of the Middle Age era way. No, we don't have to read it that way, bro.
Yeah, now you have an all new outlook on how to read the Quran.
Stop changing it.
No. We always said the Quran contains layers. Ahl Sunnah.
The Sunnis.
But this is a matter of conflict, like whether the Quran, because there are more fundamentalist Salafi. These are the ones you can knock on, that they refuse to accept that the Quran, when it talks about certain like events with the Prophet, that this applies to all times and places, or that this is a moral of the story to be taken in the context of all times. They say so. They want to limit the Quran. So and this is more like UAE. Yes. They do this shit.
Well said.
And in the opposition, you have Muslim Brotherhood, or it's like rational Muslim.
Muslim Brotherhood is not rational. They're conservative.
No. When people say Muslim Brotherhood in general, what are they saying? They're saying the rational Muslim consciousness in the region. So that's what it is. If you saw Huckabee, what is he saying? We're fighting 7 fronts. And it's like, who are you fighting? He's like, the Muslim Brotherhood in Jordan, the Muslim Brotherhood in... Just say, motherfucker, you're fighting Islam. That's all you gotta say. This whole Muslim Brotherhood, like, literally the word Muslim Brotherhood. You're fighting Muslim Brotherhood. Because as a political party, it's gone. There is no Muslim Brotherhood. What are you talking about?
Oh, by the way, I did make the question that you had asked, right, about the freaking Earth is flat. I just spoke to them right now. I just spoke to Matthew, actually.
Yeah, he said there is no room for doubt that the Prophet preaches the flat Earth.
Yeah, I'll tell you how he came to that. This is what he told me.
Yeah, he said this is absolute, so necessary biological induction.
Oh yeah, that's a heavy statement to make. I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
he's come to the conclusion around.
But he's smarter than to be making such broad statements that are absurd, because like sometimes I swear Matthew does not know epistemology.
Or what?
I just don't think he epistemology.
He does know. He's actually very good at it. So I'm surprised he made a statement.
When he makes statements like that, it's just stupid. It shows that you don't know.
Yeah, it is stupid. I don't know. Did he say like by deduction, or like what kind of absolute?
He just literally say he's saying that the Quran, without any room of doubt, preaches flat Earth cosmology. So he's saying
we don't have these
definitely. Yeah,
okay, so I believe so the 7-day creation story, right? It keeps repeating itself in most of the older stories, right? So such that those myths always held to a flat Earth. Yeah, whatever, 6 days, 7 layers of arch time. So I believe.
No, that's the heavens. God made the heavens, 7 heavens. Yeah. The heavens, 7 heavens in 2 days. So that's what it is, and that usually is associated with
the
electromagnetic forces. Yeah, so
okay, that's your explanation, but that also happens to be like a pattern. Okay, but that storyline continues much earlier on within like most pagan
schools of thought
Obviously,
where
I wouldn't call Semitic symbology and numerology paganism. No. First of all, there is no real evidence that we have paganism as this is just an interpretation. But how we know Yah or the Yahwist. What are they saying? This is the pinnacle God. This is Yahweh. This is Yahweh. So, oh, him. So we're talking about God. So, in the name that he shouldn't be called. So, because only him, he can make that statement, which is I am. So God is the only one who could say I am and stop, pause. So that's really all. It's not like a big secret like the Jews are trying to do. But when you look at Jehovah, Hey Sifat, these are attributes. So you'll see Jehovah, Shaddai, Baal, like these are all descriptions of God. That's all it is. So it's always
Conservative sheep, liberal sheep, I count all the sheep, for I want to sleep.
I don't know.
I am 70 years old. And I went up 5 flights of stairs. When's the last time you walked up 5 flights of stairs in one run?
No. How much? Flat Earth college.
I told you why.
Absolutely ridiculous. Because the Earth
That
literally
storyline.
talks about spherical, the Earth, and the made a sphere, and Earth's going to return a sphere. So there are clear references. And also, if you go right now and you put Google, is the universe flat? Yes, the universe is flat. What does that mean? Does that mean that it means something? It means there's no curvature in the universe. That's what this stuff means. So when the Quran says like God made the earth flat, or he's talking about the surface. He's saying as in he made the surface.
That is not why they come to the conclusion. They're not listening at all.
That God made the surface of the earth something that man can manage over or can traverse over. That God didn't make it all mountains, and we're all like the goats trying to jump from one cliff to the other. Which is pretty sick. I don't know how those fucking goats do that, and they don't die.
Are you done, bro? I want to explain how academics have come to that conclusion, right? But it's
academics.
Not,
you're gonna claim academia.
Yeah, he's taking it from Joshua Little as well.
Because Joshua Little, who the fuck made Joshua Little the?
It's a viewpoint. You can refute it.
There is nothing to refute. Joshua Little is one man. Does not represent academia. What are we fucking talking about? Who the fuck is Joshua Little?
All right, you don't want to engage this man.
It's not.
I was going to tell you that
you're acting. You're dropping his name. Like you guys dropped Khalil Adnani. Khalil Adnani, Joshua Little are two fuck faces who literally are nobody.
Yeah, so you don't want to honestly engage.
What are we fucking talking about?
It's fine. Like, if you're open to truth, like you take like
what truths that get to the point? Because we
no
know what the Quran is saying. Can you explain it in your own terms? Stop referencing Joshua Little or whatever, unless you're able to quote exactly what he's saying and able to substantiate.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best and give you like a. And that's what Matthew's claim. So Matthew's focus. Matthew's saying the story
Joshua Little is saying Joshua Little to say that the Quran is implying. I want to see that statement.
I don't just chat with you, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's related to the seven heavens story, right? Like that myth and legend repeats itself, I believe, quite often.
These 7 heavens. It's not that the Quran mentions the 7 heavens.
The throne, the 7 heavens.
In the context, the Quran mentions the seventh heaven and brings it up, it's usually associated with light, and so the seven frequencies and the whole wave. So it's actually, there is like a kind of energetic.
With 9 more hours of snow to go, this is the view from my front door.
So this is already something, repeat everywhere. So, reflection of seven throughout the heavens, or light, or the atmosphere, or the visible bodies. This is what humans are meant to recognize. They're meant to catch this. Like, this is stupid. Like, in the light of things that I've been talking about in the Quran, this conversation is dumb. Do you understand that the Quran gets the Earth universe ratio?
Jaime, thank you so much for coming to the Capitol today. I really appreciate it. Jaime is my State of the Union guest. He is a resident of Mount Prospect, so in my district. And Jaime, can you tell us a little bit about your story and your family?
Yeah, so my father was detained by federal immigration agents.
When we talk about quantum inheritance, the level of complexity, and the amount of variables in the inheritance. It would require not الجبلي انت الكهف تاعك كم مغارة؟
يا اخويا اسمعني
جايب حمامات ولا لا؟
شوف اخويا خليني نقول لك حاجه.
هذا مشطوب ولا مش مشطوب؟
اسمعني يا صاحبي واسمعني واضح. شوف انت ديما شوف العرب خويا ونقول غير مرحبا بك في حمامات
ولا انت عربي يا معفن؟
انا؟
طبعا
لا
انت.
لا اخويا شوف راني نحكي معك.
تتكلم العربية؟ نعم تتكلم العربية.
لا اخوي نحكي معك بالتونسي بالدارجه
التونسية.
تونسيه.
تونسي انتو هو في لغة اسمها تونسي؟
نحكي معك
الدارجة مش لغة يا زلمة، انت ايش هذا دايلكت؟
ايوه لكن مخلطه بالفرنسي ومخلطه بالامازيغ ومخلطه بالعربي.
انت بتحكي امازيغي؟
يعني
يعني حتى ما بتحكي امازيغي يا معفن وجاي تقول انك مش عربي.
يا اخويا شوف
مأساة عن جد والله مأساة.
We speak a pidgin dialect, yes. That's